Hey there, it's Martin in my manor yacht. So I'm smoking a 17th century, well actually an 18th century style pipe with a mermaid and a sailor on, which is pretty cool. I got it from Dawnmiss clay pipe factory. And in it I'm smoking a very seasonal blend of haunted bookshop for the fall season. So I'm very much looking forward to Halloween. I do this like little tradition of watching, or trying to watch, a horror movie every single day. I was a lot better at it when I was younger, but now I've actually got responsibilities and things like that. I find it a lot harder to do now. But I've been watching some right grisly things like Cannibal Holocaust and its successor Green Inferno, which are really grim films, and some new ones as well, like The Babysitter, because I'll watch any horror film, whether it be grisly or ghostly or a creature feature. Some really good ones, and then also really bad ones as well. But that's what Horrorthon is about. It's about watching the good and the bad of horror. But anyway, I've taken a little break with my pipe, and I thought I would show you some footage of the Great Park in autumn. And so the deers are rutting at the moment in Windsor Great Park, and so you can hear the stags bellowing up on the long walk, herding the does up into little groups, and also fighting each other with their antlers. Absolutely amazing spectacle, and a great thing to experience at this time of year. And I've never seen it before as well. Like for some reason, whenever I imagine red deer and stags, I always think of far away places like Scotland and things, the Isle of Mull, where Autumn Watch have always shown the deers rutting. But actually there's much closer places to home, obviously like the big deer park right on our doorstep, where this primal kind of display is taking place, just amongst just in between the towns of Windsor and Old Windsor and Bracknell is big park with loads of deers getting on with their natural display. So it's fantastic to watch, and really cool. And if you ever are in the area, you should in autumn you should come and see it. It's really cool. But so I thought I'd show you that footage. I've also got a ghost story for you as well, because Jeffrey Alton Carter and Mike Rondo and other people have been telling their ghost stories for Halloween, and so I thought I'd share a family ghost story with you. So my family originate from Castleford up in West Yorkshire, and when my granddad was born, my great-granddad and grandmother were based in a little terrace house in Castleford, which they lived in for pretty much the rest of their lives. And in those days it was really easy just to pick up Victorian and Georgian carpentry and things like that, just from junk shops and what have you. And they weren't seen as collectibles, they were just seen as utilitarian, handcrafted items that you could just buy anywhere. And after all, the Victorian period had only just ended. My great-granddad was living just he was just around kind of World War I period, so we're probably talking about the 1920s at this point. And so they picked up this old crib and they put it in the top room for my granddad to sleep in as a baby. But it wasn't long before strange things started happening in the house ever since they brought this crib in. At first, my granddad as a baby would wake up wailing in the night, and they would then enter a room and see that the crib was actually rocking by itself by an unseen hand. And that can be explained by rational reasons, and my great-granddad was a logical man and my great-grandmother was a logical woman as well. We're both Methodists, and there was no room for supernatural explanations or ghosts in their kind of belief system at that time. But soon things started to get even less explainable. For example, not only would the crib rock by itself whilst put out of the room, and my granddad was obviously disturbed by something in the room on a regular basis. They just put it that maybe it was a fault with the crib or something like that. But eventually they started hearing noises up in the room whilst they were away, whilst Grandad was just in his crib. and it wasn't the sounds of a baby. It actually sounded like there was something else in the room with him, because there was the sound of cooing and lullabies faintly being sung upstairs, as if someone was trying to comfort the baby upstairs, and singing nursery rhymes and lullabies and things like that. And there was no neighbours next door that had babies, so there would be no reason for a woman to be singing lullabies upstairs and the sound seeping through the walls. And as they would get closer to the room, they could hear the noise was clearly coming from the nursery room, essentially. And then when they went in, the noise would stop, but the crib would be rocking violently in the room with my granddad in it. Ooh. And so they put up with it for a little while, but eventually one day they heard the singing again, and they went into the room, and all the photographs and paintings of their family had been turned around to face the wall and put flat onto surfaces, as if something was jealous of the family living in that house and maybe wanted the baby to itself. And at that point, my great granddad, who was this logical man, was quite creeped out by that, and he took the crib down to the yard, chopped it up with his axe, and then burnt it. And then after that, there were no more instances of a ghostly nature in that house. So yeah, that's our creepy family ghost story for Halloween. So anyway, I'm working on my own Halloween video to show you all as usual. So traditionally I always make like a little production, and this time I've actually got better audio recording now to make these things now, so it should be quite nice. And so I hope you enjoy that on Halloween day, and I hope you enjoy the stag footage now, so for a little bit of autumn scenery for you to enjoy. So see you all soon, and bye.
Fun?